Blessed family, blessed love, give thanks to the life giver and the keeper of life, Emperor Haile Selassie the First. Of course, you know I welcome you into the Tiger's Nest, and I'm just here to highlight the greater Tiger's Nest I'm talking about on Radio Anu this evening. And of course, you know, we have been speaking about the anciency of Ethiopia. And of course, previous day, I uploaded a short video highlighting the things we will be touching upon this strong, what people call this week. We're going to go into the anciency of Ethiopia's Christianity. And I think we're going to prove that it's actually older than some of us believe. You thought that was impossible. We're also going to be going into the anciency of the kingdom of Aksum and the Ethiopian kingdoms that we have never heard about, at least not in the mainstream. It's going to be wonderful. But this evening now, I want to begin with a somewhat of a controversial subject. And I am going to make it controversial because we like to speak about the agency of Ethiopia. We like to speak about the oldest civilization. And then we like to speak about the origin of humanity. All right. But when we speak of the origin of humanity, what are you really speaking of? Are we speaking of our concept of creation? Or are we looking at evolution? Now, first of all, I know when I say that, a lot of people jump off their chairs right away. And I know why, because I'm almost like a pollster here. Because usually when I bring up the conversation, they're ones that are very dogmatic. Oh no, we don't come from no monkey. I don't believe in that, you know. And I could understand the action there because of the way we have been taught. But let me tell any one of you this. The fact that you're going to tell me that Ethiopia has the oldest set of bones of human beings, and then you're going to highlight the Ignish. The Ignish is Lucy. Now, if you're going to get scientific here, Lucy or the Ignish is not a human being like how you're a human being. In fact, she's labeled in the scientific world as Australopithecus, Afarenus. And that is several stages before you, which is Homo sapiens sapien. So even prior to you, and you Homo sapiens sapien, approximately 120 to 150,000 years ago is when you came into being, according to science. Prior to you, which is Homo sapiens sapien, you had Homo sapien. Then you had, prior to that, if I'm not mistaken, that would have been Homo erectus. And you may be saying, so what is all of this monkey talk here? And again, that is the ignorant way to address the subject, the monkey talk stuff. And then, of course, the fella that's on the 10 pound is going to come up, the British pound. Mr. Charles Darwin, I think is the 10 pound, yeah. Mr. Charles Darwin and his theory of intelligent selection. Many of us have never studied the subject. We just hear about it. And because we are seriously religious and we don't have no problem with nobody telling us that a woman came out of a man's rib, I ain't got no problem with it either. But does it mean what you think it means? I doubt it. But we ain't got no problem with believing that as literal as it is written. And because we have been trained that way, if anyone else come with something that seems intelligent, oh no, we don't want to hear it because we didn't come from monkey. Now, to be fair to the concept of evolution, it is not a monkey thing. It's primates. In fact, ones would consider, listen to me good, ones would consider the human family as members, pardon me, of the hominins family, which is really the greater apes then. So in other words, the monkey, which is different than a chimpanzee, which is still different than a gorilla, all them things different. According to most evolutionists, they share a common ancestor with the human beings. Now, again, I know many of you, you're not even ready for this kind of conversation. And this is why we are doing this in the Tiger's Nest. No, I'm very serious. Because honestly, when you bring this to even brothers and sisters of conscious realms, without any scientific way of deciphering, okay, what's the reality of it? They just jump back. Oh, we didn't come from no monkey. And that's it. But then, well, why are you showing me Lucy then? For those of you who don't even want to entertain the conversation, because I am one of them that tell you we didn't come from no monkey. I'm totally there. But you see, I'm a at. I can reason with anyone. I can sit down, especially if it's a scientific conversation. I'm not going to run from it. Some of us, when we start to hear about genotype and A1, B1 and all of that, we don't want to hear about that. That's not in the Bible. You see, it starts to sound complicated. Nah, man, you must sit in, try to learn these things again. So why would you tell me that Lucy is the oldest human being when Lucy or the Ignish is not the same type of human being as you are? In fact, when they reconstruct her, it almost looks like a monkey, as you would call it. You know that. You know that. No, I ain't got no problem with that. I surely ain't got no problem with the Ignish. But I'm working with a certain level of understanding and comprehension. And personally, I think creation and evolution goes together. Number one, whether you like it or not, everything evolves, except human beings, right? Yeah, I know, human beings alone, Adam and Eve, yeah. But everything else evolves. Everything evolves. Even when you want to start the conversation from our unicellular level, and stromatolites that you find in the shallow waters, which are considered to be the evidence of the earliest form of life on the planet, one-cell organisms, and over millions of years evolved into all of what you see around us. You see, if you tell a person that the human being is the intelligent animal, some people don't like to be called an animal. I mean, I would take offense to a degree, but aren't human beings mammals? Aren't we mammals? So that means we have some relation with the other mammals. Something about us the same. You're closer to another mammal than you are, maybe let's just say, to a rock. You understand? Good. And again, with all the different species on the planet, I know Noah's Ark and the full works, yes, but in the same way that we can even observe plants evolving. In fact, we've seen animals evolve in front of our feet. If not evolve, mutate, because there's mutation too. Oh yeah, all the different races are okay. I know I'm going in a different world now, and some people not gonna like this because you know you're just into this pathetic world and you don't look at reality. But all of these different races is like filtration, and this is the scientific term, filtration of the Negro race. Another more offensive term would be a mutation of. You understand? So, family, we're going to go deep tonight. I mean, if you're going to be telling me Sheikh Anta Diop said this and Sheikh Anta Diop said that, and then you don't want to even have a conversation about the evolution of human beings, not even a conversation. I surely am not here trying to convince you of that. If I'm not here, if I'm not trying to convince you of things that I hold firm to, much less something that I still looking on and investigating and looking to have intelligent conversations about. I've invited several people that believe in evolution to my platform, and for whatever reason they don't show up. I don't. People feel Precise are gonna beat them up when they come in the tiger's nest. I don't know why they think so. I've never brought a guest in none of my platform, and you see me drilling them to the point that they have to run away. So I mean, so even if you believe in evolution, especially as a conscious man, I don't want to know too much, Darwin thing. As a conscious man, I have the doors open. You understand? This is not something I preach and push, but the intelligent aspect of the science is something I am interested in, and I'm studying it. I've been studying it for a while. And personally, I don't see it separate from creation as such. But then again, you need a whole, you need hours to discuss this. You should get different opinions as well. And so that's what we'll be doing this evening. In fact, I'll be actually bringing you a clip from brother is Gabriel Haile Selassie, who is the paleoanthropologist, pardon me, anthropologist. Wow. From Ethiopia, obviously, with such a name, and obviously you see the connection. And he was the one that discovered Kadonumu as well. Who Kadonumu is even older than Lucy, gone some 5 million years old. But none of these are considered human beings, and none of them are considered monkey, neither. They're neither gorillas, chimpanzee, or nothing that you see around today. But they're considered to be like a middle passage between what we are now and what they consider our common ancestor in the primates family. So human beings are considered primates. So family, I know it's too heavy. I know God formed black people out of the mud, made us perfect just as how you see us today. The other people, some came from Mars and some came from Venus. I know. And then there's this theory that God created everybody at the same time and put them in the different places. And then some theory tell you Jacob and Esau wrestled in the belly, and then Esau came out red and Jacob came out regular. Now you see this, and these are all different theories to where we are today. Some of them obviously religious, some of them mythological, some of them make up and make believe, some of them just wild thoughts, some of them scientific, but the science is a lot of guessing, because even in evolution, there's a lot of guess science to it. So family, listen, all I want to do is highlight the importance of the anciency of Ethiopia. And that is what I'll be doing this evening in the Tiger's Nest. So definitely the discussion about evolution and creation in the depths of it, I am still looking for an expert to come and sit with me in the nest, whether it's on the radio or on the YouTube or anywhere. I'm still looking for an expert. So if you consider that you're well versed in the understanding of evolution, especially as a conscious man, because I've studied it enough to know Darwin stuff is a little off. I've studied that enough. But still, in my investigation, I wouldn't advise anyone who's serious about knowledge to just, throw that away. We don't believe in them things. White man make up that. No. Everything evolves, yo. Down to them birds you're seeing, and so things have evolved. It's natural. It's science. It makes sense. Yeah, so let's look into it. But family, as I said, 7 p.m. this evening, the Tiger's Nest obviously is going to be a very mature reasoning, a very mature discussion. So I'm looking for everyone to come with their mature hat on their head. And listen, family, I'm going to invite you one more time. Check out Rastafari Experience Antigua on TripAdvisor. I know many of you saw the ad at the beginning, and I'm sure many of you are saying, hey, I would really like to visit Antigua for that spring equinox. As I said, you don't have to wait until spring. You can come tomorrow. You can come anytime you want. We will definitely take care of you. You'll get accommodations, everything, depending on the package that you choose, your meals, vegan, wellness, everything is right here for you. We'll take care of you. You know, the chalice, the cannabis tour. I mean, where on earth you can go and walk through fields of cannabis acres and you don't have to worry, if the SWAT team coming down the hill. Where on earth you can do that? Well, there are other places, but very few. You know what I'm saying? So I'm looking forward, family. Check us on TripAdvisor. Rastafari Experience Antigua, by the way, not Priest Isaac's Institute. Rastafari Experience Antigua, and come and experience a good time with I right here in Ancient and Modern. Beautiful. Give thanks, family. So this evening, 7 p.m. sharp, talking about Radio Anu, the Tiger's Nest. And remember, if it's Eastern Standard Time, it's 6 p.m. And the link is in the description below this video. Just go below and press it, and you're right there on Radio Anu. Beautiful. What else do I have to say? Give thanks to the love. Holy Emmanuel, I Selassie, Jah Rastafari.